Hey everybody, it's Morphin time with the ATLRed Ranger here, and I'm bringing you guys my 4-axis Fire Fist deck list, and I'm really enjoying this deck. As you can see in videos I posted before, this deck goes off extremely hard. Like, it's so amazing. I do play basically a pure Fire Fist build. I love Fire Fist, like all the spells and traps down there. These are really good spells and traps. I love these better than Lances. I love these better than Horn of the Phantom Beast. It's just really cool. I play 3 dragons. Dragons really good to use up like old Tenkies or old Gyokos or something like that. And I just special summon a bear or a gorilla. And the good thing about dragon is their effects aren't negated like with Coach Soldier Wolfbark. So I can like special summon them and then like play a Tenki again and then pop for bear or gorilla or whatever I need to do. 2 Wolfbark. A lot of people like to play 3. I like 2. 2 is just fine. I'm always gonna have like 1 and then reuse the other one. It's just alright to me. I play 3 Bear. I love Bear. Bear is probably the best card. Well, not the best card, but it's like the go-to card. 3 Gorilla. And then of course I play, well, not of course, but I do play 1 Boar. A lot of people like to go into I go into Crystal Blader just to get over or to stop for a turn, you know, like Shadow's doing their thing with special summoning a window or a construct, or a lot of people like when I'm playing against Mermills or Prophecy or something like that, going into Crimson Blader is just like the end all be all. Especially going against like stuff like Yang Zings, going into Crimson Blader is really good. 3 Pot of Duality. A lot of the times I don't special summon a lot. Sometimes I'll just sit on a bear and a gorilla or a bear and a dragon and just sit on those 2 and then exceed when I need to. So Pot of Duality isn't a bad card. 3 MST is a must because Vanity's Emptiness, all the floodgates in the world. I haven't seen too many people playing artifacts, so blind MSTing is still okay. Well, it's okay for me. I wouldn't recommend it, but I always like just, you know, hitting like the Trap Chick's Mermelio when she searches. A lot of people are starting to play Space Time Trap Hole now, so hitting that before I do whatever I need to do, it's really good. Of course, 3 Tensus helps you go off. 3 Gyoko. I think Gyoko is probably one of the best removal spells right now, just because if you can catch something that they can't respond to, like a deep prison or a bottomless or something like that, it's really, really good. Or like if they set one and just in turn you Gyoko and they can't respond to it, so that card is dead until they deal with Gyoko. So it's really, really good. Of course, 3 Tenkies helps you search out almost, well, basically everything. You can search out everything. And 1 Bottomless. I love Bottomless. I still love Bottomless. Bottomless has been taken out of a lot of decks because people don't think that Bottomless is as good anymore. But I think it's still as good as it was in previous formats. We have 3 Deep Prisons. 3 Deep Prison is like my go-to trap. It's in all my decks. I run it at 3 maximum. Like, I will never ever run a deck without Deep Prison. 1 Compulse. If Compulse could be at 3, I would run 3 Compulse. I think it's the best monster removal in the game. It's just the best. Tensin is really, really good. Like, I love Tensin. If you set it first turn, and like I'll just set, or I won't set, I'll just play gorilla or bear, and then they try to like run over it. Play Tensin. Like, you get their effects go off, plus 1,000, and then it's 300 across the board all the time. It's really good. I play 2 Phoenix Chain. Phoenix Chain is really, really good to stop, like, you know, Tour God, freaking Dante, anything that needs to be stopped. Phoenix Chain can do it. I'd probably run Veilers and breakthrough skills on my side. I like Phoenix Chain because it stops them from attacking, so like it gives me that extra turn of no attack, and I think that's why I like Phoenix Chain over breakthrough skill and Veiler. And of course, I think this is probably the MVP of the deck. Honestly, like, Tenkin is so good. Like, I've posted a video where a dude tried to go into Scrap Dragon, my Tiger Emperor, or whatever he's called, Tiger King, something like that. The Brotherhood, this guy, Tiger King. And Scrap Dragon, like, I flipped Tenkin on him, and it stopped him, and he destroyed his own Scrap Dragon. Like, people have tried to Regeki me, and people have tried to Dark Hole, people have tried to do a lot of things, like Tiramisu. Somebody tried to Tiramisu me, and I played Tenkin, And Tenkin is probably like one of the best cards. Like, not only do you get plus 300, but it negates your effect for the turn. But what do I care? I can't use Tiger King's effect on your turn, so I just play Tenkin, and then I get a plus 300. And even if the only bad thing is that you can only do it during your main phase 1. So, like, but that's when most of the removal happens anyway. Main phase 1, like Scrap Dragon, Tiramisu, things of that nature. Or if like somebody tried to like pop my things with Bear. Tenkin is probably the best. Like, I always search a Tenkin, or always have a Tenkin, and make sure to always have a Tenkin set, because main phase 1 removal is so prevalent right now that Tenkin is just underrated. Alright, and on to my extra deck. Of course, one Crimson Blader, just to stop a lot of like Monarchs are starting to be a thing, really, so you can like stop Monarchs and things of that nature. Crazy Box for skill drain for Yang Zings, 3,000 beater. Thanks. Current Gorgon, it's pretty good. I've rarely gone into him, but when I do, he's like coming in handy. Ragnar Zero is probably the best card in the mirror match. Like, in the mirror, when they go Tinky or against Boojins or something like that, anything that has a Tinky, Ragnar Zero is probably the MVP of that game. Of course, Tiger King. Tiger King is really, really good. I love Tiger King. Being able to activate Goko or something like that, and then, or Tensu, and then go into combo off, go into Tiger King, search, and then try to do it all over again with Dragon. It's so good. Ship is really good. The extra 1,000 damage really does, like, any damage helps you get over, but that 1,000 really does come in clutch sometimes. 101, of course, is staple. You need that. I don't really go into Castell that much. I personally much rather go into Cardinal. I really like Cardinal, but Castell is also good to have. I don't think I've gone into Diamond Dyer. I just know that it's good to have. Like, if I ever need to pop my own thing, instead of popping my own Diamond Dyer, I could go into that. I have a lot of popping power, and Diamond Dyer Wolf definitely helps with that. Maestro, I don't think I've ever gone to the Maestro, but Maestro is definitely handy, because I think Maestro is better than Popple Operative. Maestro turns things face down, which is great because a lot of things have like smaller defense in their attack, so that way I can just run over. Cardinal has really, like, the artwork on this card is crazy. Like, I love Cardinal. Cardinal has really goods and bads. Cardinals can only get face up things and things in the graveyard. So if all they have is set stuff, like when Yang Zing's set to try a needle sealing, Cardinal's really bad. But it helps me recycle a lot of my Tinkies, like use Tinkies that I popped with Dragon to go and special summon and all that other stuff. Like, it's really, really good. Or like I pop for Bear or pop for Gorilla, and Cardinal just recycles all that stuff, and it's really, really good. Cowboy will always be a staple. When you get people in the shooting range, Cowboy for game, pew pew. And then number 80, Rhapsody and Berserk. I probably go into this card more than I ever have with Fire Fist. Like, this card is super duper good against a lot of things. Like, being able to banish 2 things in somebody's graveyard is probably the best. Like, it can grab out your Dantes and grab out Scars and Seers and all that other stuff, because they try to recycle those, which is bad, and I need to get that stuff out of the graveyard, like Yang Zings, get Chillin out of the grave, get the Spell one out of the grave, Suwani, all those dudes up out of the grave. If I'm playing against Prophecy, they run like 8 monsters, so I'm definitely going to try and get away their Blue Boys and their Priestesses, so that way they can't activate Tower that turn. And that's always good if they can't have that extra draw. Rhapsody and Berserk gets slept on, but I really, really like it. And I hope you guys enjoy it. And if you did, don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks.